of the pitch?
Was a bit techy, but you know, both teams have to play on it. So the wicket will definitely not be an excuse why we won the game. I think, you know, obviously I don't know the conditions at the other ground, but the few more games that we got here late on, obviously this part, and I think we come back after Sylhet and then after Chattogram again, sorry. And I think the wicket will be similar in these afternoon games. So it's just the team that adjusts to it the best. Personally, I think it probably not a boundary hitting wicket. It's just probably a bit more running between the wickets, and then put the bowlers under pressure that way, and then punish the bad balls. But you know, first game of the tournament, probably a few spider webs and cobwebs. So that's off, and then we get together in a couple of days' time and come back stronger.
What was happening when Soumya got taken review? There was some conversation.
He was given out, and then he wasn't given out again after the review, and then not out. I mean, personally, I'm not sure if you should have reviews if there's no proper system like Hawkeye, but it is what it is. I think it will give more confusion than clarity using the way we're doing it at the moment. So that's what I think personally, and I think we should respect the decision of the umpire. But I was at long on, so I don't know what was said and what was happening. Obviously our guys weren't happy because obviously it's a very dangerous player, but we had to move on and try and win the game. So it is what it is.
In the low scoring match, you gave almost 50 runs extra. Was that deciding for?
I think if you look at the difference in extras, it makes a big difference, especially in a low scoring game. So you know, that was very sloppy from us. But again, first game, I think Wab came over plane 24 hours ago, so you can't really blame the guy. So I'm sure we come back stronger next game. It's a night game, so probably totally different conditions. The pitch will probably play totally different. So again, we will have to adjust and pay attention to the game tonight and last night, because it seemed like a completely different kind of game of cricket that you have to play.
Paul, you are playing around the world, in Nepal, in England, and around the world. Do you see this type of review system anywhere?
No, it's the first time. I first wasn't really aware that we did a review system, and then when I watched the game last night, there was a review for the call behind, but there was no snicker. It was just on the camera. So especially the very thin edges, it's so hard if there's no technology. So you know, it is what it is. I'm not in control of that, so I guess we all players and support staff and umpires have to deal with this situation, and at the end of the day we just have to respect any decision of the umpire and move on with the game.
How disappointing it is as a player, this type of decisions which impact in the match?
It's very disappointing. I mean, that's where you got DRS the DRS system to get maybe any mistakes out of the game, but in the UK we don't use DRS in the domestic league. Growing up in the Netherlands, there definitely wasn't any DRS. In associate cricket, there's definitely no DRS. So you just have to move on. And at the end of the day, the best team will win, not the team who gets the best or the most mistakes from the umpire. The best team with the best skill win the most games. The umpires might cost you 1 or 2 games in your career, maybe 3 or 4. But if you're the best team with the best skills on that day, you win the game. And we just gave too many runs away. I think after 9 overs, they were only 3 runs ahead on the run rate. So it was hard to bet, and we were in the game. If we took 2 or 3 quick wickets then, we probably would have won the game. So again, it comes down to the skills of the players and the team and the way we play our cricket. Not the wicket, not the umpires, not a review system. Doesn't matter.
One more question regarding the review system. Things made you surprising that there is no review system such a...
I was surprised last night. And then when we were betting and we reviewed one and there was no Hawkeye or whatever the system is called, I was a bit surprised, but it is what it is. I mean, we're either using it and there's probably a system in place for it, what can be overturned and what not, I don't know. That's not my job. If I feel I'm not out when I'm betting, or if I feel it's out when I'm bowling, I will review it, and whatever happens, happens. But I think the main message is we have to respect the decision of the umpire. We all humans, we all make mistakes. Every player makes mistakes when they play cricket or when they're not playing cricket, and the same is for the umpires.
We experienced some low scoring match for the last couple of days, the opening game and today's game as well. That was 89, this one is 113. What went wrong actually with the wicket?
I'm a bowler. I face one ball, try to scoop it. So, but I think it's a mindset. I think when we're in T20 cricket, you think you have to hit boundaries. Sometimes when it's a tough wicket, you might have to hit the gaps and run hard and get your ones and twos and try and win the game that way. I'm sure the batters will get together, and as a bowler, obviously I'll give my feedback. Like if I'm bowling on a wicket like this and players are getting easy singles, I'll feel under more pressure and I'll probably bowl a boundary ball. So there are different ways of playing cricket, and I think this wicket suits a bit more trying to rotate the strike and run your ones and twos and threes very quickly.
How difficult it is to play on such a ground?
Ah.
Have you ever found any sort of wicket?
I've played on these wickets my whole life back home, and it's just about adjusting to it. It's not. Probably at this level of cricket, you want to have slightly better wickets, but I mean, we're in winter here, I believe. If you look at the weather, it's very hard to prepare wickets, so you can't really blame anyone for the wickets. Again, it's the team who adjusts to the conditions the best will win the games, and that's how it is. I don't feel like we have to blame anyone, or we just look at our own performance and what we can do better, and that will hopefully give us the win the next game.
Ideal ground.
Okay, thank you.